I noticed that magazines like Electronic Gaming Monthly and Game Players used the editor's real name, while GamePro and Die Hard Game Fan used fake names and cartoon avatars. Which do you think is better? You know, this may sound like a silly question, but I have a real strong opinion on this topic. I believe that unless your life is at risk or something like that, you probably should use your real name. That's what I've done on Defunct Games for nearly 14 years now, and I shy away from guest writers using pseudonyms. As you point out, the different magazines chose to tackle this in different ways. A vast majority of magazines opted to use real names, especially when it came to publications in Europe. Many of the American magazines followed suit, including Game Players and Video Games and Computer Entertainment. Electronic Gaming Monthly wanted to have it both ways. On one hand, they marked the reviews written by Steve Harris and Ed Semrad, but they also had the fictitious Sushi X on their review crew for more than a decade. The worst offender was GamePro, which used fake names like Bruised Lee and Scary Larry. Die Hard Game Fan also hid behind avatars. Dave Halverson and the crew routinely changed their names, and in this issue they went by Skid, Brody, Tom Slick, and The Inquirer. Believe it or not, there's actually a worse way of handling this. Next Generation refused to give credit to any of their staff critics. You'll notice the reviews end without any mention of who wrote it, something I still find a little questionable. Nintendo Power was also guilty of this, but they did get better over the years. I'll give them credit. When it comes to posting reviews, I do think it's important that you include your name, that way people can follow you. Whatever you do, don't remove all names like Next Generation. I love the magazine, but that was really a horrible idea. Do you have a question about classic video game magazines? Leave a question below, and who knows, maybe we'll get around to answering it. And if you haven't watched all 29 episodes of our magazine retrospective, then click the link right here and spend the next 90 minutes discovering the wonderful world of 1980s and 90s game journalism. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe.